meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, Dick's Men's Best Place. Bam Margera and Ryan Dunn both here tonight from Viva la Bam. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on MTV. And let's see, where do we start? Johnny Knoxville. Too big for MTV now? What's up? Do you guys talk?
I don't know. Well, I think we're actually meeting up with him after this.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna go out and have a few drinks. We haven't seen him in like 6 months to like maybe 9 months actually.
Yeah, he's been filming movies.
Yeah, he's
rock
big.
Star now.
He's big time now.
Yeah, I got to call his agent to hang out.
Yeah, I used to tell Drew that's what was going to happen with me and him, but
no, never
did.
No. What's the matter? That's what happened to us.
Yeah, still could maybe, you know.
Nah.
For either one of us, really.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. Wow, that's kind of a bummer.
Go home.
Let's just leave. We'll do best of. Let's see, Drew. What was my next question?
Go to calls.
No. I know what my question was. I mean, the first Jackass movie, very successful. We'll get into Viva la Bam in a second, but it seems like someone would have wanted to do a sequel to this movie, and then maybe it seems like, well, Johnny Knoxville's not going to do the sequel, but are there plans to do the sequel anyway?
No, I don't think so. We haven't talked about it at all.
The only way I'd do a sequel is if we're all like about 80 years old, and I think that might be funny. But until then, it's just not funny enough, really. I mean, what are we going to do? Am I going to shove a bigger car up my butt? It's just
Oh,
and there's just not enough room.
In the butt or in the budget?
Both.
Either.
Yeah, because it seems, I don't know, it seems like, I don't know what the budget for that movie was, but it wasn't too much. It made a ton, and it just seems like, I don't know about MTV, but at least
these
Hollywood.
guys feel happy to have survived that.
I know.
Then if they survived it without hurting themselves or anybody else, why play with...
I just don't want to keep on...
They're thrill seekers. They're champions.
Yeah, I don't want to keep on doing it until everybody's bored, though, you know?
Yeah.
Just get out now while people want more.
They're just getting old and soft. You know?
I think they want money.
Yeah, once they got it, so don't worry about it. They don't have to hire the tiger anymore.
I'm sure MTV screwed up.
Plus, if we did that, though, I'd go back to being a sidekick.
What are you talking about?
You know? I'd be back to being like a sidekick to Knoxville or something.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Kind of like me right now.
Yeah, it's
What's that
all
line?
order.
Yeah, before you were a sidekick of a sidekick.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so I'm moving up.
Yeah, you were on hole. You were in the hole, and now you're on deck.
Yeah.
And
you're totally
soon
on
enough, you'll be at the plate.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it.
Why am I not happy?
But he's probably going to go screw it up.
Yeah, I'll screw it up some way.
All right, so
Here we go.
Let's get to phones and talk to JC, who's 23. JC,
Yes.
what's up?
Hi. I had a question. I heard that if you were to take like birth control or like the patch for birth control and you were to skip like the week of sugar pills and just go like straight to the next month, then that would stop your period.
That is correct. In fact, the birth control pills are being marketed now in such a way that they go continuously. And there's no health reason you can't do away with your period.
Yeah.
For instance, if you take the Depo shot, your period's going away. Of course, you'll bleed for 3 months, then you won't bleed at all. And you can take the regular birth control pills. Certain ones are better to take this way than others, but you can do it certainly up to 6 months without having a period with no adverse effect for sure.
Now, would that be the same for like the patch?
Yeah, I think so.
Everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a boom for the prostitution trade.
Oh, yeah.
If you think about it, because that's 3 days. That's 3 days.
No vacation time.
Where you're not on your back. Ironically, you're not earning. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's several $100s.
I think what's going to do the economy.
Yeah, get Nevada right back on its feet. They're struggling over there. Hey, who were we just talking to?
JC. Six.
Oh, yeah. What's happening, JC? There's an LZ right next to you that confused me because we never have initials.
I know.
All right, so yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Talk to your doctor about it.
If you were to start like normal again and like I don't know, take the sugar pills again, then you could get your period back.
Yep.
Fine. Okay.
But talk to your doctor about it. Make sure somebody's following you when you do it. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So you could use this like if your boyfriend was coming in from out of town.
Oh, for sure.
And you want to, and it was going to be on your period.
Yeah.
Or your honeymoon was going to be on your period.
Just keep taking them.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope my girlfriend's listening.
Yeah. It's like playing God. No, it's like being God. Controlling the period. I mean, you control the period. You can,
Imagine in the ancient times what that would have done. Oh, magic.
Brothers, they have these magic pills. Yeah. Be great. Although, I don't know. They probably didn't care back then, did they? You think so?
Yeah, he was having
Some people don't care now.
Yeah.
That's right. But obviously, these guys do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it just sort of depends where you're at in the relationship,
It's all relative to the
Because
sheets.
at a certain point, I'll just catch you next week. You know what I mean? When you're confident.
And you know what? Now,
I'll grab
we've
you
never
next
talked
week.
about this. We've never talked about this.
What?
But it has different meaning for different women and different relationships. In other words, for some women, it's bad times.
What do you mean?
Heavy flow, painful.
Yeah.
There's lots of horrible things going on.
Yeah.
For other women, it's like
chum.
It's like
that Jaws bucket. It's like a chum bucket down there.
Plus, they're jerks.
Smells worse.
and
They
for
act
other women,
like
it's
jerks.
It's nothing. It's half a Tampax. They're done. Pow.
Yeah. That's true.
We never really talk about that.
No, I mean there's a period and then there's a period.
There's
Chum.
flow and then there's flow.
I'm still on that. Give me a minute.
Fish heads in there and tails and stuff. Yeah, that's true, Drew.
Yeah, and so maybe if you guys have run into some bad times, there understandably would bias you against sort of being around women during that time.
I've tried to drop some world-class trophy fish in my day. Yeah.
What'd you get?
Yeah. Well, you gotta chum the
Sailfish.
waters before
I
they
see.
come up.
I
That's
see.
what
I
I'm
see.
saying. Yeah.
It's not actually in the chum. It's just that you use the chum.
Yeah. You got to get a nice slick going there.
Yeah.
That's what draws them up.
Then the hammerheads come around.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Let's talk to LZ. LZ?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I got a question for Viva la Bam.
Here they are.
Hey,
Yes.
you guys, how'd you guys get your mom's car into a hot rod?
Actually, Rabs stole it when she was in the house, because she's in the house cooking or whatever for hours. So basically, Rab stole the keys, took it over to Ryan, and Ryan sure did screw it up.
I just bought everything at the 99-cent store that they had for customizing vehicles and threw it on there. It only took a few minutes. If you have about $7 and some duct tape and some wire, you could rig it up too.
Oh, man.
But I was supposed to be able to take it all off. I was hoping I was going to be able to once she started freaking out on me. But unfortunately, I ruined it beyond recognition. So she's been upset with me to the day. So don't try it if you have a PT Cruiser.
Yeah, you guys
PT
should,
loser.
Yeah, I think you guys should have a BB gun war or something. Like one of those,
Yeah.
Don't bring
MTV
that
will
up.
definitely clear that one.
and shoot your dad with it. Just go in there and start shooting him.
All right.
The lawyers will really like that one.
Yeah. Maybe they should
it a shot.
blow up a federal building or something too, LC. Yeah. All right, buddy. Easy on the weed now.
Please.
Now,
LZ.
let me explain something, LZ. You're calling from Bakersfield.
Yeah.
You're 15 and you're smoking copious amounts of weed already.
I see the future.
It's
I
not
see
my
it.
fault.
You're going to run into something called junior college, which is going to be like the Roach Motel. You get in, stoners get in, but they don't get out. That's the junior college. It's like a huge sand pit for stoners, just a huge bunker. You're going to spill into that about 18 and a half, and they'll throw you out when you're 32. And it's right back to your parents' house.
It's not my fault I'm a Bakersfield boy.
A
Yeah.
Bakersfield baker.
Well, you got to get out of there.
He's baked in Bakersfield.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
you're not
place
getting
will
out.
steal your brain
Yeah.
and rape your soul.
Ooh, he's got that laugh.
Yeah.
You smoke a lot of pot.
LZ, easy with
Come
the
on.
weed now.
Nah.
No, LZ.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, who you talking to? What do you think you're talking to here?
It took about 7 minutes to say
Come
no.
on.
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
All right, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Good luck.
Trust us.
All right,
Come on. All right. I love it when stupid guys lie. That should be the next MTV show.
When super guys lie.
Yeah, like when they go you took that TV set, didn't you, boy? I don't know about that. No, I like when they say, come on, like, you're smoking weed? Come on.
No, it's
just like,
no,
get
it's-
off my
Nah,
case.
come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Stop bumming my high. Mindy,
Hello?
you 15?
Oh my gosh, hi you guys.
What is happening?
You guys are so awesome. I love you.
Thanks.
Well, I wanted to know how much
Yeah.
Dr. Drew made as a drug and addiction specialist.
How what?
How much money he makes from his doctoring?
Yeah.
He's always complaining he's not making any money.
Not some
Really?
years. Yeah, some years zero.
No.
Some years I was paying $50 a month to keep my unit open.
No way.
Yes,
When you
God
say
is my
unit, you
witness.
mean ass?
No, I mean the unit. It's not a good business in California at all.
Yeah, but you don't owe money at the end. Most doctors
I know. I
don't
owed
owe money at the end of
I
the
know.
year.
Yeah, it's
So,
owing.
like most doctors, like, how much do you make as a doctor? It costs me $7 a month.
Yeah.
That's most doctors.
No, I'm just saying that's what in that area for a while there was absolutely no resources for treating
And when you
addicts.
say area, you mean
Addiction
your ass.
meds.
Oh, okay.
And now it's a bit better. I mean,
Yeah.
you could. It's not great though.
Well, plus, a lot of these guys roll in pretty high, so whatever's in your wallet, you can help.
No,
help
as
yourself,
one of
right?
my social work friends said, if people that are into drugs aren't into insurance,
Oh, really?
and so
Sometimes, though, they got rich, wacky parents, though, right?
yeah, there's because there's been no resources for a long time. There's a growing pool of people that need to be treated, and the insurance companies have been forced to belly up to actually treat people, give them what they need.
All right, so Drew doesn't make much money as a doctor, although he probably could if he wanted to shift his emphasis
Yeah.
toward, I don't know, plastic
Can you
surgery
give me,
or
like,
something.
I don't know, like a number maybe
You-
so I can get a pretty good idea?
He told you he owes $6.70 a month.
You could. It depends what state you're in. It's in California. It's really bad. It's very bad.
Well,
What-
You could make.
what
You should be able to make.
college do you
If you
recommend
if you
for me,
worked.
like-
What?
Like, what college would you recommend for me if I wanted to be a drug and addiction specialist?
Well, just focus on getting into medical school. Get into the best college you can. When you're there, you've got to get very high grades, and then you start applying to medical school. Focus on that part first. Then you do a 5-year or 4-year medicine psych residency, and then you do a 1 or 2 year addiction fellowship. So you're looking at about 18 years,
she's gonna
14
be
years
working,
of training.
She'll
So
be working bachelor parties in about 6 months.
so just focus
Don't
on
worry,
getting
save
the
your
best
breath.
college you can, then go to medical school. Just stay with that
Okay.
focus.
And Mindy,
Yeah?
you getting good grades?
Oh, yeah.
All right, everything's good at home?
Kinda.
Uh-oh. I'm getting that weird little girl voice kind of thing from her, and I can't figure out what it's from. Is your dad around?
Want to make a bet?
Yeah, there's abuse in your past, yes?
Not really.
No?
What do you want us to bet on?
If my dad's around.
Something's
Oh,
going on
see?
over there.
She's getting crazy.
I'm confused.
I'm guessing your dad's not around.
No, he's not.
Okay, now when did he leave?
That was fun.
Actually, he didn't leave. Like, we left him.
Uh-oh. Is he the alcoholic?
He was a troublemaker?
No, my mom was just a horny woman, and she just wanted to play around with a bunch of guys, so she married, like, a richer,
You hearing her voice?
better-looking
Yeah.
guy.
Sounds like he was all hopped up on booger sugar.
Yeah. See on
Yeah,
the
but Mindy,
nose
that's-
candy?
Your mom is a horny woman? That's what you said? That's a bizarre way to interpret.
It is. She's gone out with, like, 5 guys at a time.
What you're saying is your mom's a chaotic woman, and she must be very difficult to live with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
more like it.
All right, so you're with your mom and your stepdad now?
Mhm.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, get those grades going good and then go far away to some college.
Oh, that's what I plan to do, yeah.
Great.
All
Just
right.
focus on that. Stay one thing
I
at a
love
time.
you guys. I can't believe I'm talking to you right now.
Well, thanks. Call back when you're in med school.
You should see my locker. I have, like, pictures of you guys all over.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you put my name on your sneakers? Okay.
Mindy, wait a
that
minute.
means you've arrived. You know what I mean? When the kids walk around, it's got the vans, it's got your name on the side of the vans. Huh? Like we used to do. Drew, you would do it with Coolidge, Taft. I don't know what president used to write.
Van
Who was the
Buren.
president? Like 38.
Van Buren.
Van Buren. He would be wearing his wingtip shoes, his raccoon skin coat. Van Buren, he'd write on the side of his
Walk proud.
They didn't have big, he had like Al Jolson.
Who did they have to look up to?
Tippy Canoes.
All right, Drew.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'm worried about Mindy. I feel
She's
very...
all right. She's got a rich stepdad. Her
I
mom's
just-
freaking her out. It's weird to talk about your mom's sex drive.
She needs to go to a therapist, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to a good college with a good mental health service and work on therapy, too, while you're going through college. There you go.
Yeah. Sounded hot, though. I don't know about the doctor part, though. I know, she's 15, but she could sound hot. You know what I'm saying?
You want to ask if she is?
All right. Mindy,
Yeah?
you good looking?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, baby doll. There's going to be a lot of distractions for you being good looking and sounding sexy and everything and only 15.
And having a lot of chaos in your family history.
Yeah, hopefully your skin will get bad or something so you can make it through med school.
I hope
All right?
not.
Yeah. Well, look, you don't want guys.
Pretty
You
good
got
right now.
You can't be distracted with the men. All right. Remember I said about the bachelor party? Hey, by the way, speaking of crazy broads, got home last night. For some reason, I don't know if my TiVo has a sense of humor or something, but every time I turn it on when I come home at 12:30 at night, it's on Oprah. I don't leave and it's on Oprah. I just come home and it's on Oprah.
You've been putting the
It's
three
effing
thumbs up
with me.
on Oprah.
Yeah, another thing it used to record when it had extra room was the soap opera Passions, which I've never even seen. I'm not at home during the day. It's like, what possesses these things? And,
Well, interesting you would equate passions with possession.
well, I mean, yeah, Drew, your hypothesis is that it sounded like a porn title.
Oh,
and
that's right.
why it
Yes.
recorded it. It's
Yes.
used to porn.
Right,
It's
right.
scanning, going, here's something that sounds like porn.
Yes, yeah.
But I don't think it works that way. I think you got to watch the show, and then your TiVo goes, well, he watches
No,
the
it's
show.
it's supposed to record stuff or offer you stuff that you like based on your recording and viewing patterns.
I tape Modern Marvels on the History Channel.
You
that
never
just
push
co-
the green
and
thumbs?
Viva la Bam. Those are the only two shows. I just watch a bunch of shows about building bridges.
Did you push the green thumbs?
No, I don't get into that. What would it do the soap operas
don't know.
for?
Random.
All right. Well, anyway, look, here's the point. I was watching Oprah last night. Well, if it's on, then, I'm in. Yeah. So, hour and 15 minutes into Oprah. I'm watching the Olsen twins on there.
Oh, they were on.
Yeah, they're looking. I hadn't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
They look a little affected. I'm not sure what the word is. Sort of eating disorder meets substance something meets maybe being pulled in too many directions at once. Something's they look like a dam about to break. Something.
No.
I
Don't you think a little?
I think they look 100% healthy to me.
Don't you think it's a little deer in the headlights?
They got a little deer in the headlights.
I thought now imagine yourself at 17 sitting on Oprah producing movies.
Well, myself, yeah, but it's by 17 they've had 19 years in the business.
Yeah, but they're still 17. They really are. How old was the Oprah? But by the way,
Drew did a movie with the. I'm picking Drew about the Olsen twins because he did this movie with them where he played their dad or plays their dad, which is coming out
next
in like
week.
a week.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's it called?
New York Minute.
Yeah.
But how old was that piece? You think?
With the Olsen
Was it
twins?
old Oprah?
No, I thought it was a recent one.
Recent one. Yeah. Because they really matured a lot in the last year or two. They really have. Yeah. They changed.
No
a lot
eating disorder? Maybe.
Not that I
Maybe.
saw. No.
Well, what are you gonna see? Huh? Drew? Something looked. They looked bug-eyed. Like I don't know. Like they're on some kind of kitty uppers or something. I don't know. It's just one of them's going to get up on a water tower with a hunting rifle.
I don't think so. I don't
No?
know. I spent a lot of time with them, and I didn't get any. No chaos, no complaining, no negativity, no nothing. Yeah.
Maybe someone got to you.
Well, I was high the whole time, but that's.
I'm just saying. Maybe
I
someone
think they
told
got
you
some
what to
kitty
say.
uppers.
No.
Yeah.
No. Really.
All right.
Listen.
All right. Okay. All right.
I would say the only thing I saw that was unusual is that we first started this thing a year ago. They were so close. The twin stuff was so. I mean, twins get that way sometimes. And I watched them over the course of the year, kind of separate and individuate. And what's really interesting, is I watched some footage of Ashley and I. Did I tell you about this?
No.
We're in this one scene in the kitchen. We're sitting side by side, and she mirrors my body movement precisely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that she's used to mirroring because she's been a twin for her whole life.
Yeah, she's like one of those shepherd dogs.
Yeah, right. Huh?
Yeah, she's a herder. You start heading for the lunch table, she's one of those herding dogs.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm telling you, one of them's going to snap soon, Drew. That's all I'm saying. And you'll have to get there.
Good time.
Talk to Amy?
Yeah.
Amy?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah. Hey, I saw the Olsen twins on there the other day. I thought Mary Kate looked like she was kind of out of it. Like, she didn't really know what was going on.
Kitty Downers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something, and yeah.
Maybe it's just too much. I mean, they've been like...
They're overwhelmed.
Yeah, they're on a jag right now. They've been going crazy with the promotion. I mean, they got the Hollywood Reporter today was dedicated to the Olsen twins.
Really?
And they got their Walk of Fame star today and stuff.
They got to slow it down.
That's a lot of stuff for a 17-year-old. Just imagine you're 17 in that situation.
Well...
Your head would have just split open.
Yeah, but... Okay, but here's the thing. Shouldn't their parents pull them out of the game for... hold on. Now, see, Amy brought it up. Here's what I think the idea is if these two ever stop moving forward, they're not going to get back on the highway. That'll be it. The second... I know. You're going to tell me how vastly talented they are, but...
No, I'm
here's
just saying...
the thing. They stop, they take a year off, and they're going to take 50 years off. That's what I think.
I think it's like anything else in this business where people learn to strike when the iron is hot, and they're building to something right now, and they got to just kind of bear down.
Yeah,
they're capable.
They got $70 million each. What are they building toward? Do you know? You know what I mean? They got to buy a country. I mean, they got $70 million. They're going insane. Why don't we give them a break? All right, Drew. All right. What would you do if they were your kids? Oh. Tough questions. Tough questions. Very tough questions. Bam. What if they were your kids?
I saw them work hard at school and have a regular life, and that they seem to be remarkably together, given what the life they've led.
As a second ago, you said, what would you be doing if you were 17 and you were doing all this? Yeah. Now you're saying they're leading a normal life.
No, they're remarkably normal life given the life they've got.
All right, but you don't have to. You don't have to have a remarkably normal life and be in the circus. I mean, they could get out of the circus. Well, they got more money than God.
You could.
They can reel it in. I think they feel, and probably rightfully so, that if they stop, their fan base is going to get 6 months older and drop off, and that'll be the end of it. And I don't think they feel like they have a bona fide talent to sustain whatever career they've envisioned for themselves. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I killed my twin years ago. I didn't need that pressure. Lot. Yeah. Remember nappy-headed Alan used to come around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just called him Jack for short.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Drew, explain that joke to me.
Because he was your twin?
Jack. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, Drew, please. Oh, man. I've never talked about that on this show. Let's take a break. Drew, watch the comedy, would you? It always throws me. Bam and Ryan both here from Viva la Bam. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, who are we going to talk to, Drew?
We haven't talked to Amy yet. Let's try.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we got a Germany or Florida coming up.
All right, let's do that. We'll do that.
All right, all after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Bam Margera's here tonight. I know I put an S in the end of that. Probably shouldn't have. Ryan Dunn also from Viva la Bam, 9 o'clock, MTV, Sunday night. Drew? Mm-hmm. Arguing about the Olsen twins during the break. Drew did 2 scenes with them, and they're like the daughters you never had, right?
It's true.
Drew's a protective father.
That's true.
All right. Drew, you got a big premiere to go to this weekend?
I do.
Are they going to be there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, they're not. No. They won't know you. They'll give you one of these.
Oh, they may not know me, but they'll be
there. You'll
go,
go, hey, girls, and they'll go, huh? Who is that dude?
Security.
Hello. Restraining order. Amy,
Yeah.
you're 17.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, so I had an abortion in August, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I just ran into the guy who's a father, like, 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, I should tell him. But then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't tell him. So I don't know if I should tell him or not.
What would you accomplish by telling him?
Well, nothing, but shouldn't he kind of know, like...
Well, what would that... Why? Think about it.
Well, because he would have had a kid, but...
Yeah, but he didn't. It's over.
Because he would have had a kid.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
You need to learn to look at your motivation a little bit. Do you want to be back involved with this guy again?
No, and I know if I tell him that that's going to happen, so that's...
Are you mad at him? If you tell him that will happen?
I know that will happen if I tell
You'll
him.
get back involved with him?
It wasn't really an involvement thing. It was like, we, like, had sex for a week, and that was it.
If you tell him again, what will happen?
We'll probably start having sex again.
And that's something you want to do?
No, it's not.
Then why would you tell him?
Well, because my friend's like, you should tell him because then you'll have closure and everything will be okay,
Wait a minute.
No,
Why are you telling a guy about aborting his child is going to give him a boner?
Yeah, that's weird
You're
thinking.
talking to a guy about abortion, you're going to start having sex again?
Maybe she needs to get it off her shoulders.
Yeah. First of all, you don't do things to relieve yourself of guilt.
You know?
No, that's not an appropriate reason to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to give you any closure, and it's going to strike up a relationship with this dickhead again. Come on.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Sometimes I think if I don't talk, we'll see how long the show
Yeah,
goes
whatever.
without anyone saying anything. And it always turns out it's a long time. I'm always surprised. I always think, eventually someone's going to say something. But no. Sometimes
No.
people say something like Drew will go, hey, Adam, aren't you going to talk? He cues me. All right, Amy?
Yeah?
All right.
Oh, we
Phone
can't
line's
hear
all
us.
screwed up. Look, she had the abortion. Don't tell
It's
the guy.
over.
Don't listen to your Dumbo friends.
There's no more closure. You can't get more closure.
She's
than
angry
you've
at the
got.
guy for dumping him. She
Yes,
wants
she wants to
rub this in his face a
That's
little bit.
Correct.
Yeah. And by the way, a guy could freak out. I mean, if this guy's not a great guy and you come up and tell him you got rid of his son, he could spaz out on you a little bit.
Yep.
Definitely.
All right, so
Germany,
stop
Florida.
it. And stop having sex with old guys who don't care.
Criminals, by the way.
Yes. Igor,
Yeah,
you're 15?
I am. Yeah, hey guys, I love your show. Adam, you're hilarious. I want to be literally a millionaire just like you.
It could happen.
Thanks.
Probably not.
You probably don't want to do it.
Going to happen.
And probably don't want to do it just like him.
Okay.
No.
You should
What-
see his Social Security statement.
All right.
Yeah.
And Drew, you're an honorable
Bad.
man. I have to say.
Honorable. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
and
Ready
Igor.
for the Germany or Florida?
Yes.
All right. A mother intentionally made her daughter sick to draw attention to herself by contaminating the child's blood, tampering with her feeding pump, and sickening her with unprescribed medication. By age 8, the daughter underwent some 40 surgeries and spent 640 days in the hospital. The mother faces up to 45 years in prison. Germany or Florida?
Well, Igor, this kind of thing, believe it or not, happens all the
Yeah.
time. It's called Munchausen by proxy.
That's right.
It's actually a clinical syndrome that happens where mothers bring in their daughters and they become a proxy for the mother, and the daughter acts out dutifully
Yeah,
without
yeah.
really
This
realizing.
happens
that's what she-
everywhere.
It happens everywhere.
Phone screeners,
So-
this is a poor example of Germany or Florida.
Yeah.
But we should play anyway.
Florida.
Florida?
Florida.
Wait a minute. We got to ask Bam and Ryan.
Oh, I'll go with Florida.
Florida?
Florida
It's
is.
definitely a Florida thing, yeah.
Yeah, all right. We're all going Florida, Igor.
Well, you're right. You're right. It is Florida.
Yeah.
It's called briquettes or Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah. It is the by proxy one. It
Is
says
it-
that Hillary Clinton visited the girl, and all the Florida Marlins visited them too.
Yeah. That's the only crappy part about being a professional baseball player. You got to visit kids in the hospital. You know, you got to go. You got to
tough,
do
man.
it.
It's
What are you
tough.
going to do?
It's tough.
Hey, Igor, and and 4-year-olds love Hillary Clinton. They got to be excited when they see Hillary
yeah.
come rolling in there. Oh my God, it's Hillary Clinton. I mean, they want to see like strawberry shortcake or something, right? Like you could take a homeless guy and just put him in a clown outfit. They'd like it better than Hillary
it
Clinton,
would.
right?
I think anybody would like that better.
Yeah, I'd be bummed if Hillary showed up. It's like, oh no, please do
Yeah, I
not
know.
try to perform oral sex on me. I beg of you.
I think age is irrelevant on that. I think it just
Yeah.
sucks for everybody.
That's right. It covers the age spectrum. Everyone would be upset. Most of all, Bill Clinton. I think if he was laid up in the hospital and Hillary showed up. I think he'd be number one on the list of dudes who were bummed out that Hillary showed up. All right. He'd probably bring up some of that Jell-O if he saw her. All right. Drew, who would be happy that Hillary showed up?
I can't think
one
of
the
person.
Olsens?
One of the Olsens, Myers.
One of the Olsens. All right. We got a question for
Not both.
we got a question for Bam over here. Ryan? This
on?
Ryan? Yeah, who's 22?
Yeah.
What's up?
Bam.
Yo.
What's going on, man? Yeah, I've been skating for like 5 years now. And like, I was wondering, like, how did you get sponsored? Did you make a tape, or did like they just discover you?
I think the only way is to just get one of your friends to film you, skating, because that's the only way. You have to have it on tape to like show what you could do. I mean, you could probably win a contest and then get sponsored that way, but it's such a mission. You're better off just saving up and buying a $1,000 video camera or something.
Will they look at it if you, or do you know? I mean, you take a videotape of you doing some great stuff on a skateboard, you send it in to all the potential sponsors, and they'll look at it?
It all depends on like the first 30 seconds. Like you could tell, like.
But will they even pop it in, you think?
Yeah, they do, just because like they don't want some like kid from Brazil getting on, like some really good kid from Brazil or whatever.
Someone else may look at the tape and
somebody
pick
else
them up.
will look at it, and then they'll like regret it when they see the name. So I'm sure that they watch 30 seconds of each tape, and if it's good, they just keep watching the whole thing.
Right.
Okay.
And who's your sponsor?
Element and Audio Shoes and like.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan.
What's going on?
You looking to pick up a sponsor?
Actually, not really. I just want to skate, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to know how he did it.
You're 22. How do you support yourself now?
Oh, no, I work. See, it's cool. They let me skate in my job, too.
Let him skate.
I don't want to know anymore.
I work in a warehouse.
Oh, they let you go from one spot to the next on your skateboard?
Like on break time and lunchtime and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if that, I mean, I'd let my employees skate. They just wanted to do it during their own time. But I don't even know if you need permission. I mean, that's just your own business, right?
Pretty much.
There may be some legal stuff.
All right. Yeah. So during you spend your lunch skating?
Yeah, after I eat, pretty much.
All right. How much time do you get for lunch, by the way? It seems there's never, by the time the lunch truck pulls up and honks the horn, you get in line and the guy's ready with the chimichanga. You got like 8 minutes after that to choke the thing down, then it's back to the salt mines, right?
Oh, we got an hour.
Oh, you got an hour?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a pretty good break for a warehouse job.
Yeah, it's flexible.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. I've done a lot of eating off lunch trucks in my day, Drew. They don't have one of those at the hospital, do they?
No, I had one in high school, though.
You had a lunch truck in high school? Really? That could be kind of cool.
I don't know if the rest of the country experiences this, but when the lunch truck pulls up in Southern California, it's to the horn.
Yeah, so we get it. You're from Mexico. How about you play something from Germany? Maybe we'll get ourselves some crepes or some potato pancakes or something like that. Maybe a little schnitzel. Yeah, it's great, too. It's first off, it ain't that cheap, the lunch truck.
No.
It's not as cheap as it should be, and secondly, everything's just greasy and has sort of that Mexican theme going, and it takes a little while to come up. If you get in line, if the whole factory empties out into the place, you can be waiting a
They
while.
weren't that good back in the day either. Basically, were like one of those dispensing machines. That you get those horrible dispensing
And
machines.
it's coming off of a truck.
Yeah.
I just had a horrible construction flashback. Yeah. All right, let's go decompress.
All right.
Bam and Ryan here from Viva la Bam, MTV. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
If you need help, hang up and then dial.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Bam Margera's here tonight, along with Ryan Dunn from Viva la Bam, 9 o'clock, MTV, Sunday night. All right. Let's go back to the phones. Oh, yeah. And speak to Tessa, who's 16. Tessa?
Hello?
What's happening?
Nothing. Okay, my question.
Yeah.
I'm having an argument with my little brother right now.
And he's saying that when you have sex and you use a condom, that you should use 2 condoms.
How old is your brother?
He is 14.
14. That must be
Not that he's having sex or anything.
nice.
Yeah. What are you guys even talking for?
I don't know.
My sister and I managed to make it through, 15 years of cohabitation without ever really speaking.
Have you ever actually spoken to your sister? I didn't know she talked.
She did a lot of talking. She uses a sketch pad. She may be missing her tongue. I'm not sure.
Well, that's what I thought happened. I didn't want to bring it up.
All right, so we certainly never talked about that. Once in a while, I'd accuse one of her stoner friends for stealing one of my shirts, but that was about it.
Says a 2 works less well than 1. 2 will break.
Yeah.
They create friction against one another and they don't work.
But 3.
What kind of haggard chicks is he hanging out
with? He's got some really bad 13-year-olds he's running with. Tessa, you're right and he's wrong.
I hope.
All right.
Yeah, so when you should always use 1 condom because when you use 2, it creates more friction and it's more likely to break, right?
That is correct.
That's right.
Okay.
1 Trojan condom.
Oh, and I also have a comment.
But if you step up to like 9, you can start adding some girth.
Oh, okay.
That's my move. Yeah. You know, they got that like super thin walled for extra sensitivity. I'm looking for the fat wall one.
Oh, my God.
I'm looking for the one that's really, about 3/4 inch of rubber on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Hey, Tessa. Do any of your friends think your brother's cute or anything like that?
Actually, yes, but that's really disturbing.
Uh-oh.
See, that's tough, though, because she's 2 years, because the 16-year-old chicks and the 14-year-old, it's not normal. It's a little out of range.
Yeah.
If it's even or if it's the other way around.
But he's still got his crosshairs on him.
Oh, but
boy.
think about when you're like in the 8th grade and your sister's bringing home her hot 10th grade girlfriends. Like, that's big. Are you there? Yeah, that's big.
Continue. I'll be here.
That is big to your little 14-year-old brain.
Okay, just finished.
And if one of them ever likes you, it's like, holy smoke.
Yeah.
Look out. Yeah, that's huge.
But then you'd be so squirrely you wouldn't know what the hell to do. You'd be all...
Yeah, but once in a while you get that 14-year-old kid who's got like a rap. He's cool. I hate those kids, by the way.
Yeah.
They they're like like car salesmen or something, or guys who manage
like Quagmire.
Yeah, they manage restaurants or something at age 14. Tessa? Is your brother, is he a slick kid? Does he have a rap?
No, I don't know.
Well, your friend likes him, though, right?
Well, no, one of my friends says that he's like the cutest little thing and that if he was our age that she would date him. But she's 18, so that's like illegal.
She's kidding around.
Yeah.
All right.
But I also have a comment for Bam.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to tell him that he's like the hottest thing on this planet and that he's gorgeous.
He knows it.
Yes, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he gets it all the time.
Thank you.
I know.
Okay.
He's looking in a mirror right now.
Ryan just felt my butt right now.
All right, Tessa.
Okay, thank you.
Ryan has a tub drawn.
When we get home. I got a question for Hot Pants over here. Adam, and why is it every time Bam gets a question, the person asking it has to be named, have the same name as someone in this room? So Adam's got a question for Bam. Last time Ryan had a question for Bam. I guess Drew
coming up
will have the next one for Bam. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm a big fan of Viva la Bam. Bam, I got a question. I just want to know if April and Phil really do legitimately get upset, or are they just in on a joke the whole time?
I'd say Phil doesn't really care about anything, so he'll pretty much get over it, but Ape freaks out about everything. I mean, in the next episode that's coming on, there was an Oriental rug that was on the ground and we were all muddy, and she was like, don't go on the rug. So of course me and Ryan go on the rug, and she seriously lost her mind because we were getting mud on a $300 Oriental rug. We're
I don't know if you care, but I'm upset with the whole show. They seem
That's
quite
awesome.
happy, though.
Cool. I just wanted to say also that I do now call my parents Ape and Phil in your honor.
Oh, nice.
They must love that. All right, Adam, thanks for calling.
All right, thanks a lot.
See ya.
let's talk to Sabrina, who's 16. Sabrina?
Oh, my God, I got on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, hi, Bam. I just want to say I love your show, and I'm absolutely obsessed with you. And my question is, I'm interested in getting my clitoris pierced, and I was wondering if it could reduce sexual stimulation.
Yes, it can.
It can?
I've heard more problems than successes with that one.
Really?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the successful ones are sort of a silent majority.
No,
they
they do. These are you're so enhancement. And then in reality, you start talking to people.
They go, they sound like Mr. Mooney from the I Love Lucy show.
Yes, exactly, like the banker.
You'll get style points.
No, people brag about, I did this because it's one to enhance things. And you really start talking to them. It's like, it enhanced things for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden the desensitivity went down.
Well, I'm not really into enhancing it. It's just like piercings are my thing. So
here's my opinion on it. It's just like you're decorating your house for a party. Just leave the thing alone. You know?
Yeah.
Just let the guests come over.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Just hope Mr. Penis RSVPs, and hope it's not a +1. Because that can get painful. You know what I mean? When he brings his buddy.
I'd just be sketched out about, going to some random tattoo joint and some, scumbag is just like...
Well, none of that. It's 16-year-old. So it's not the normal institution that's going to pierce the clitoris.
And look, if you could send the thing in and he would pierce it and send it back, maybe. But the idea that you got to hop up in this makeshift stirrups, it's probably made out like...
Trust who? Who is
he?
He
Got stirrups made out of PVC pipe.
He's been my tattoo artist since I was 14. So.
Oh, that's somebody you can trust. Somebody that tattoos a 14-year-old.
Well, no, I got it with parental consent. So.
Yeah. And by the way, how old is this dude, the tattoo artist?
Oh, he's like 25, 26.
Isn't it considered weird to, basically spread your legs at, underage chick for like a guy who's, an adult?
I mean, some big fat
it's better than doing it myself.
It's better
I'd be sending myself to the hospital if I tried to do it myself.
Yeah, how about not doing it?
But I love
you got to get the clit pierced, Drew. What are you going to do? You got to go to a pro.
Got to do it somehow.
Yep.
Oh my God! And it gotta, these guys. I mean, I'd like to see the look on their face when some hot little 16-year-old comes in. I got the note from Daddy.
Jumping over each other.
Yeah,
I got this one.
Yeah, Bert, I'm gonna handle this one. You put the dragon on the fat broad's ass. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the shower curtain here. We can't be disturbed. Boil some water and see if you can send out for some Arby's. I'm going to be busy. Now, when it shows up, just slide it under the shower curtain because I could be here for a while.
Some Red Bull vodka.
Hold my calls. This might take all afternoon.
That's right. Oh, my God. And Annie getting paid, by the way. Yeah, here's $400.
It's going to take a good 5-6 hours.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, just go ahead and flip the close sign. I'll lock up.
Turn off the neon lights.
Yeah, shut that accordion gate thing on the front. You need any druggies coming in here trying to rip off our bongs. All right. Let's keep moving forward and speak to Monique, who's 18.
Hello.
Monique, what's happening?
Not much. Well, my question is, okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, okay, I'm still young now, but like 12, 13, 14, 15, up there.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing it, but I had a problem with having sex with, or was more attracted to older guys. And
you were how old?
12, 13, 14.
And how old were the guys?
Old. About,
like 40?
Yeah. 30,
40-year-olds.
Yeah.
And you had sex with these guys?
Yeah.
All right, so you were being sexually abused as an adolescent. You found criminals to act out with.
Well, listen, when you're 12 years old and you're having sex with a guy who's 35, he's a criminal.
Just imagine, Monique, for a second, somebody your age having sex with a 13, 14-year-old. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Well, look, you're talking to a girl who's getting nailed by a 40-year-old guy when she was 12. I think she could stretch your imagination.
Well, most of the time, usually they can't. Usually they go, it's impossible.
But as usual, one of your hypotheticals fell well short of the mark.
It did indeed.
Monique?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you grew up in a horrible family that let this go on.
Well, no, they didn't know. It's just, I don't know.
What happened growing up? Some sort of mess, some sort of problem?
Well, my parents were apart, and my family used to tell me I think I did it because I needed a father figure. But
Well, that's part of it, but still there must have been some sexual abuse or something before that.
No.
Or physical abuse?
No.
Nothing. Just at age 12, you thought it'd be a good idea to start hooking up with...
I don't know. It was when I was growing up and when I went to school, I didn't really have any friends or anything like that, and I was like depressed or whatever, and I took my depression out on sex.
Right, well, I understand that, but why all that depression?
It's because when I went to school and
Yeah, no,
I
you had to
didn't
do.
get along with my sisters and brothers. They'd pick on me and talk about me, and I just didn't have any friends or anything like that. And
more.
All right. Well, look, we're out of time. But listen, Monique, hold on a second. Sorry, you got to get some therapy. If you were essentially raped at age 12 and 13-year-old with 40-year-old guys, you got to get some therapy for this. All right.
Mhm.
That's it. Pure and simple. Okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry. But that's the long and the short of it.
It's
Viva la Bam, everyone. Sunday nights, MTV. We got to take a quick break. Shut up, Drew. We'll be right back.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Bam Margera is here tonight, along with Ryan Dunn. Viva la Bam, Sunday nights, 9 o'clock, MTV. Just had a nice talk with Ryan about chickens. Had a very funny, heard a little funny exchange there where I said, just talking about chickens during the break. And Ryan said, yeah. And then Bam said, what chickens? And then Ryan said, what do you mean, what chickens? And then Bam said, oh, you mean the chickens at my house? And he said, yeah.
He insisted that we had these chickens at the house because we needed them for one of the episodes that we were doing, and then there was like 7 of them running around, and Ryan's like, let's keep them. And I'm like, who's going to take care of them? He's like, I will. And then he skips town, goes to L.A., and then he locks all the chickens in like this shed, and it's just covered in poop now.
He says they drop an egg every day.
Wow.
Every one of them.
It's like ovulating.
Yeah.
One egg every day.
So we got 7 eggs every day.
6.
Yeah, 6 chickens.
6 chickens.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even look at it.
One died of exposure. So you get a 6-egg omelet going every day. Fresh eggs. They're brown.
Let's start a chicken coop.
You could do worse, right?
Yeah.
They're only $7 per chicken.
Yeah, so you pretty much make your money back in a couple weeks.
Oh, really? $7. And they're majestic creatures, too.
Oh, yes. and friendly. Friendly.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Someone ought to put them on a flag. They're noble. All right. Let's...
Make a cartoon. They're like a superhero.
Oh, they're a super chicken?
Oh, wait a minute.
Drew,
Somebody already thought of it?
Yeah, it's been done. By the way, they make all these remakes of, making Scooby-Doo and all that stuff. Someone would be smart to do Super Chicken.
If that was the only funny one.
Yeah, it was the only decent cartoon from the 70s. Why don't they do Super Chicken? Yeah? You guys are too young to remember Super Chicken.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he had a super coop. He drank his secret sauce. He turned into Super Chicken. You don't remember what his sidekick's name was?
No.
Fred.
Oh.
Remember Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could probably do the song. Yeah. Drew, you could do the bark, bark, bark.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
All right.
Let's see. When you think that you're in danger, being threatened by a stranger, when you think that you're take a licking, there's someone who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call out for Super Chicken. There's something about overlook it because he knew the job was dangerous when you took it. No. He will drink his super sauce and throw the bad guys forward, loss, and he will bring the dead alive and kicking. I think it was just 2 there. There were sometimes you just call out for super chicken. Call out for super chicken. No. It's not all the same.
I can't remember it.
Oh, well, come on. We worked this and worked this and worked this before the show, Drew. Come on. It's a great theme song, as you can tell. And Drew didn't do it justice with his multiple box.
I was on the edge of my seat.
But he would go, yeah. Yeah, okay. It would go, call for super chicken. Call for super chicken. That was the end. It was big. It ended.
I get it. Back to
All right, we'll work that out over the weekend. Kim?
Back to the tonic note.
Hello?
You're 24?
Correct.
What's up?
Okay, I have a problem. I have been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and I have been faking orgasms the whole time, and I'm over it. I don't know how to break it to him. I don't want to, squash his manhood. I love him dearly.
But you're angry.
You're angry.
Oh, I'm not. Well, yeah, at myself. There you go. How's that? The problem is I've never had an orgasm by intercourse.
You never will.
Ooh.
Never. Oh.
Most women don't.
Yeah, none of them.
Really? I heard that it's common. Freud said that it was because of sexual immaturity or something.
Yeah, it's nonsense. It's just how you're wired. And some women are wired that way. Some women have multiple orgasms. Some only during oral sex. Some kind of both ways. But you're one that will probably only have it with oral sex.
Really?
But here's the thing: the women fake it, and then they get angry at the guy because each time they fake it, they get a little more angry.
Myself.
I know, but for a woman, there's no real distinction, unfortunately, between being angry at herself and being angry at the guy.
Do you ever have orgasms with
unfortunate
him?
part.
Is there any other way you could have orgasm with him?
Clitoral stimulation. That's the U-wall. Yeah, but I mean, I dig intercourse. It's great, but I've never been able to climax or orgasm. It's just crazy.
Again, one of the differences between men and women, they can have this receptive experience of intercourse. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm done. No orgasm.
So how do I bring this up to the dude?
Well, does he give you oral sex?
Yeah.
And do you have an orgasm that way?
Yes.
All right, so just stop having them with intercourse.
Really? Well, he won't be suspicious?
Maybe you should start tapering them down slowly or something. Why don't you say you got into an accident at work?
Got into an accident at work? All right, I'll do that.
what kind of work do you do?
A food server.
Food service.
Wow.
Tell him you took some hot fry oil in the cooch.
No.
And
Just start tapering it down and just say,
the deep fryer exploded.
I'm
It's
fine
about
the way it is.
waist high.
I don't need to have that.
I'd buy the deep fryer thing.
For a guy, it'd be
That's a
much
seller.
easier. And you can see the guy telling his buddies, yeah. And then one of them would say, yeah, my woman had a fax machine land on her at the office, and she couldn't have one either. I mean, it would guys are very delicate. Delicate ego, Drew.
Nasty fork truck accident.
Yeah.
That's the way my chick went.
We've all got a story. Hey, Kim.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's good. If you tell him, you might. Why don't you just tell him you ran out of the vaginal ones and you only got the clitoral ones yet left, and then blame him for using them all up.
That's very helpful. I don't. That.
Oh, okay. And my fry cook thing wasn't. My deep fryer thing wasn't.
Well, everything is intact. It's not like hanging out there,
All right, somebody just smacked it with a frying pan. Keep the frying theme going.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. Here's something. Is there a relative that's near death?
No.
Yeah.
Thank
You
God.
couldn't kill your grandma or something and say it screwed you up emotionally. How about you? All right. Have you seen the movie Passion of the Christ?
Yes, I have.
Okay. How long ago? Say something happened after you saw that movie.
Bad dreams.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See something. Okay. Say you saw like a documentary on Vietnam or something on the History Channel or so, whatever it is, something emotionally happened. You saw something horrible. Yeah. You saw a special on Columbine
Just be
or something,
prepared
you
that the
freaked
guy
out.
is going to start working you like a Swiss watch, trying to figure out where things have gone wrong.
Yeah, look, she's having one through oral sex.
I know.
It's just
I know. Maybe, I think the important thing here's maybe a strategy: have intercourse, have oral sex following that, and then have the orgasm. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be kind of done. It'll be a finish at the end there, and that'll be that.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a guy, you know. Yeah, heading down after your. Yeah. Doesn't make kind of gay.
Tell him you like starting off with oral sex, and then she doesn't need to have an orgasm.
Yeah, but the guy will like, well, you've always we got to have that one. That one's always that's missing. It's missing because he'll be preoccupying about it.
Well, it's tough. She's definitely painted herself into an orgasm corner. Deanna,
Yes.
you're 21.
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. Well, I got divorced with my ex-husband. Like, I'd say like April of this. Oh, not April. I'm sorry, October last year. And I kind of been seeing this girl, and we mess around and stuff. But I don't know if it's like a phase I'm going through, or I mean, because like me and my ex, like we had great sex, but I never like completely like enjoyed myself. But with this girl that I'm with, it's like totally different.
Hold on. How do you have great sex? And
Well, I mean, it was great. Like I don't know. Like the people that I was with before, they like never let me orgasm, and he was never about. You know, he was always letting me get mine, and I mean, I've never had that before. So.
All right, but then why do you call it great sex and then say it wasn't that good?
I mean, it was great, like, with a guy. That's what I mean. Like, it was the best sex I've ever had with a man. But it didn't, like, completely, like, fulfill me. Orally.
And now you're fulfilled by a woman?
Well, yeah, because, I mean, we never, like, had oral sex. But with my friend, we do that.
You and the guy never had oral sex?
No.
How come?
I don't know. We just never did it. It was always like, let's just go ahead and roll over, and do that and go back to bed. But it was always really good. It was never about, like,
All right,
going off.
Hold on a second. How can this... First off, it's great sex. Then it's, we never had oral. And then it was like, well, you just roll over and then we go back to bed. But it was great.
Yeah.
Well, which is it?
It's all over the place.
It doesn't sound like great lovemaking, does it?
No.
Roll over, throw you one, and then back to TiVo? All right. Deanna's screwed up.
Yeah.
Deanna?
Yes.
It really has to be downgraded to good or marginal sex.
Adequate.
If he isn't doing something that you really enjoy, like oral sex, and he's doing the roll over and then back to bed thing.
Well, I mean, the intercourse is always good, but we never had oral sex, and I get oral sex from my friend. So that's what I like.
What is my...
Why? Did you tell the guy you'd like some oral sex?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I just didn't. I never brought it up. I didn't think I was going to really like it.
Okay,
But
well, now you do. And,
I do.
There you go. What's the question?
Oh, I just don't know if it's like, I don't know if I should go back with him and explain myself what I like, or just stay with her.
Whomever you're with, you should explain what you like. What's going on in that we can't make a decision about what the quality of the relationship
And by
is.
the
We're not
way,
talking about the guy or the girl who's better.
You have a kid with this guy?
Yeah, we do. We have a daughter.
All right, then you got to get back with them. You have a child together.
Yes,
Are you
we do.
kidding?
Well, she's calling from
And-
Riverside, so it's kind of...
I guess there's
they
a
don't
push.
really have kids there. They just have things that they got to feed once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not really what our definition of children are.
They have
Really?
wards.
What are you going to do with the kid? Why don't you let a family of a possum raise the kid so he has a fighting chance? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, you have a... How old is your...
4. She.
How old is your... She? How old is your girl?
She's 2. She'll be 2 next month.
2. All right, Mom. You're just bouncing around looking for the best performer of oral sex? Sorry, Mom had to leave. Daddy wouldn't go down on me, but it's all right. I got this chick
Susie,
from work
my
to
girlfriend,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, you know Aunt Susie? Yeah, she went down on me.
And by the way, your question was, should I go back with him? You're not with anybody. This is a, quote, friend. This isn't somebody you're involved with. And it's, for some reason, the totality of how you experience yourself emotionally in intimate relations is this sort of bizarre, chaotic, physical contact.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
Are you having how, other than the fact that this guy doesn't perform the oral sex, how good a guy is he?
Oh, I mean, we had our problems. We had, some, like, domestic violence problems and stuff, but...
Okay. So he's not a great guy.
Well, everybody thinks that he's not, but, I mean, he's a great dad. We just had our problems.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm closing my eyes and picturing a guy wearing an ascot and playing a violin.
You can't be violent in front of a child and be a great dad.
Well, she was in another part of the trailer.
Yeah.
There's a full 1/16 of an inch of corrugated aluminum between the child and where the beating was taking place, Drew. Come on, take a guy
that's
break.
not being a good dad.
And then some of those things have rigid insulation in them, too, so that's a sound barrier. Deanna.
Yes.
Okay, let's just start from the start here. No more kids. Do you hear me?
Oh, I know. No more kids.
Good. Secondly, if this guy's physically abusive, you should not return to him.
No, he's not anymore. I mean, he stopped. I mean, he went to jail and, he went to, like, classes and stuff.
Great dad.
Sure, fantastic dad. Yeah, so far you're painting a beautiful picture of a quality parent.
All right, so he has a job?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys are married or what?
Well, we're
what is
divorced.
it? You're divorced.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have custody of your child?
Yeah, I have her during the week and he has her weekends.
Oh, right. All right.
Is it supervised custody?
They time it for when the parole officer comes by. So, hey, all right. So he's good with the child?
Yeah.
All right. And does he want to get back with you?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe you guys should try to form a family on behalf of the child. But if he does any more hand-raising or boozing or whatever, you take the kid and you get out of there.
Well, he never was a boozer or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
He beat on you sober, huh?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But this was before my daughter was born.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, look, go back, try to be a family on behalf of the child.
There you go.
And no more kids. All right?
No more. All right.
All right. Yeah. Stop with the chaos. Your mom now, right? All right. Yeah, good times. All right.
All right, onward.
I worry less about the oral stimulation, more about the beatings.
Abuse.
Yeah. All right, good times, everybody.
It takes all kinds.
It takes all kinds. I've said that many times on this show. Lauren?
Yeah?
You're 13?
Yes.
You have a question for Bam and Ryan?
Mm-hmm. I was wondering if you're going to have Viva la Bam on DVD soon.
Yeah, I think it's coming out like July 1st.
Okay, good. Because I love that show. And, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bonus features, too, so.
Cool.
Is it rated R?
I don't know.
I believe it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, there's fair amount of stuff you can't show on MTV, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you get to see that stuff.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
Okay.
All right, Lauren.
Okay.
You cool?
Yeah. And Bam, I love you.
Thanks.
Okay. And so do all my friends.
Tell them thanks, too.
We have, like, competitions and stuff. Like, who could have the most Bam stuff.
Names on the shoe.
Where do you get it at?
I don't know. We get it at PacSun mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when you say Bam stuff, what do you mean?
Like Bam, like pins and shoes and shirts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And do you win the competition?
Sometimes I get some stuff and they go get the same thing and another thing, and then...
Do you get bummed out when they get it, or...?
Yes, because my friend Nicole, I've known her forever, and she gets mad at me when I wear my Viva la Bam pin because she really wants it, and she doesn't know where to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to rub that in her face.
Yeah, where did you get it, Lauren? Or are you scared that your friend Nicole may be listening?
No, my mom bought it for me at Hot Topic, I think.
Ah, all
right. You should go to a skate shop, because they probably have, like good, I don't know, better stuff than...
I know, but I get to tell her that I talked to you.
Oh, yeah, you've been anointed now.
I think you're the winner.
I know.
Well, maybe she won't believe you, though.
I hope she's listening.
Well, maybe Bam should give you some sort of code.
Record something.
Record an outgoing message on your cell phone.
I lost my cell phone.
Oh, bad times, baby.
You have an answering machine?
On my house? What?
No,
at your friend's house.
In your big wheel. Yeah, in your house.
Well, I'm not supposed to be on the phone right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you get some sleep and you dream of Bam.
I will.
All right, baby doll.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. All right. Yeah. There's things, there's signs. And Drew, you can talk, by the way. You don't have to say look and point.
Fair enough.
All right.
Can take a call?
I see how long it takes sometimes. Gina,
Yes.
go ahead.
Hello.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering what's the longest you can wait before you take your those morning after pills?
You can actually probably wait up to 5 days, but it's supposed to be taken within 72 hours.
5 days, really?
You could take. There's some indication that it may work up to 5 days, but really you want to try to get it in the first 24 hours if you can. That's when it's most effective.
Well, it's been 48, so I still have tomorrow morning.
Yeah, get your hands on it quick. Sooner the better.
Planned Parenthood?
Planned Parenthood, or call 1-800-NOT-2-LATE. Not too late.
Yep. In 3 weeks, they'll ship out some pills for you.
And they'll refer you to a pharmacy. You can get it without a prescription.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, really? And how much is it?
I think it's about $30. You can get it tonight.
It's a lot cheaper than having to raise a child, young lady. I'll tell you that right now.
$30. All right.
Yeah. Seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know. But as I've said many times, my father spent almost $400 raising me. So
Wow.
30 seems a pittance of that. Actually, like 12, 13 times as much. Yeah, I mean, and that's a rough estimate. It could have gone as high as $450. It could have been as low as $275. I know. If 4 is a fair. My stepmom says it's more. She argues for him and says it's more about $475, $480. But I think the reality is. And by the way, those were 1980s dollars, right? Too.
Right.
So I mean, that would
Can't
be.
forget.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about almost $1,000.
You got to factor in inflation.
Yeah, you got to factor that in. All right, let's talk.
Take a break.
Take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. How about this guy? Ooh. Yeah? Drew, you got a puss on. What's wrong with you? Did you have a tough day?
Yeah.
wrong?
I
Yeah?
did have a really tough day.
Drew, see, when Drew has a tough day, he brings it. He brings it to work.
I bet.
See, when I have a tough day, I use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the difference between us. I'm like a great actor. I take the pain and the trauma and I
Converse.
turn it into my art. Whereas you just come in with a puss on. See what I mean?
Yeah, we never notice when you're having a bad day.
But I turn it into my art. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm
I
understanding.
use it as my motivation. Like a great prize fighter who was beaten by his father. See what I mean? I take my aggression out in the ring.
Yeah, we see that.
That's why I got the belt. You understand? That's why you got the water bucket, my friend. Sponge me off, would you? And put some Vaseline on me.
Where?
Not there. All right. All right, when we come back, because we got things to talk
We
about.
have great calls when we come back.
Well, what about this? I know Drew's got a puss on, but look, what about Joe with his surgical scars and these new patches? I don't even know what that is. Drew doesn't know what it is either? Well, let me just see. Joe?
Hi.
Hey, you're 22.
Yes.
You have surgical scars?
I have surgery and some accidents, and I got electrocuted on my hand when I was little.
What happened?
And,
What happened?
on my hand,
Yeah.
my grandparents reinstalled their sprinkler system, and they thought that it had been turned off, and it wasn't. And so I grabbed the sparking wire, but that's not the big one. The big one is on my stomach from surgeries, and it just makes it really uncomfortable to wear swimming suits and stuff like that. So I was wondering if, like, the Neosporin patches that they have now that are like $40 a box would work.
Neosporin patches?
Yeah, they have them at like Walmart. You can buy the patches, and
Yeah, those are for open wounds.
Yeah, that's not going to work for a
so
scar.
You said that the commercial said that it would get rid of existing scars.
I
No,
think the
they
commercial said it would reduce
the risk of
scarring if you had a wound.
I read the box. It said. I just didn't buy it because it was $40. But
Oh, really?
No.
yeah, it
Well,
said that it would reduce the appearance of existing scars.
No.
Well, while the patch was on.
Right.
You won't see the scar. It's got a patch where it
Yeah,
used to.
right.
Scars are very difficult things to treat, and no patch is going to take care of that.
Oh, by the way, your belly's worth $40.
If we're going to work.
But
Yeah. I mean, what's your ceiling on getting rid of unsightly scars? Like $9?
well, I'm kind of paying for college by myself, so until I get out of college, about $3.
All right. Well, what's the scar from, by the way?
I had my gallbladder removed, and I had my I have endometriosis, and so they did some exploratory surgery, I think they called it, just to see.
Really?
Yeah.
How big a scar is that? That's not a big scar, is it?
Well, there's
The exploratory
6 or
scar
7
is
little,
not big.
There's 6 or 7 little ones, and then there's a big one from a snowmobile accident.
Grandfather again?
What?
Ran you over with a snowmobile? What?
No, I hit a jump and I landed it bad, and I went over the snowmobile.
And it ran over you?
No, I went over the top, but it didn't run over me.
Well, where'd the wound come from?
The handlebar?
Wow.
Tore your abdomen open?
Well, enough to leave a scar. It wasn't really deep, but it left a scar.
Happened to a friend of mine.
Joe, we're not going camping, by the way, this summer.
All right. Break my heart.
Kiss of death, yeah. All right, Drew.
Yeah.
We got to take a break. You want to do some scratching here?
Sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
No.
Joe, come on. Something happened.
What happened?
Why did something have to happen for me not to
Because the endometriosis piece here and all the somatic, the physical preoccupations and the pelvic pain and all that really adds up to sexual abuse.
What happened?
My mom has it, my grandma has it, and so...
When did your dad rape you?
No, good Lord, no.
Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right, there's something missing here.
Yeah.
There's some trouble. There's something missing.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn here tonight from Viva la Bam. Drew, you cool?
Very.
Sunday nights at 9 o'clock on MTV. Drew, what's the matter, buddy? Tough day.
Yeah, tough day.
Tough day at work?
A lot of
yeah,
non-surrendered opiate addicts, we call that.
People fighting you. Here's the thing about Drew. He's a sponge. He's very porous. He's very sensitive. And he goes to work. People give him a hard time. And then he absorbs it all. We go on the road. Some fat, angry lesbian says, "What gives you the right to dispense medical knowledge over there?" And then Drew's effed for the rest of the trip. He's just walking around, just staring at his feet, all funked out. 2 days later, I'm like, "Drew, what's the matter?" But that woman in the airport. Screw that fat ass. She said I was bad. Come on, buddy. Just shake it off. This business. So we got to let stuff roll off you.
Got to be tough.
You got to be tough. You know what? We need you to be strong, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
Because there are people out there that care.
But do you care, man?
Yeah, man.
I need to know that you do.
I do, man. Come on. Somebody, look, all it's going to take is one of you a-holes out there in Radio Land to call up, say you've read Drew's book, and it didn't suck.
Oh, that is. If you want to send me in a spiral, I go to Amazon and just read a couple of reviews, and it's just
what Drew does.
Oh my God!
Drew,
I put so much into this damn book, and people completely misread the thing, do not understand what it's about, and then just go off on those damn reviews, and I go insane.
Drew, what is that?
What is that?
All right,
why do I even go to the website and check?
Well, let's talk because young Bam and Ryan should know this too, and I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Give me some cashews.
If you. Yeah, this is Drew's medicine. This will make him feel better. By the way, this is like cashews that somebody threw a cinder block on.
I think these came out of the Egyptian temples or something.
Yeah, they're mashed.
Yeah, they're so old.
Do you guys go on the internet and read horrible things that people say about you?
I seriously don't even. I have my own website, and MTV has a website, and people post up stuff all day long. I don't even look at it just because
smart.
I probably looked at it a year ago, and dude, it's just a bunch of haters. They just sign on just to talk crap because they know that you're never going to be able to find out who they are.
Yes.
So they just go there and just.
I love the people that give hate mail and go, "Now, would you say hi to me on the air?" And then keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this until you say hi to me. No way.
Yep.
No way.
Yes. That's right. Yes. And look, here's the thing. There will be 10 good ones for every 1.5 bad ones. But the 1.5 bad ones are the ones that stick in your craw.
Right.
I just don't know.
So leave it alone.
I don't know what the point is. Like, if I don't like somebody, I just simply will ignore it. Like, if I don't like a band, I'll just be like, yeah, they suck, and then that's the end. But I wouldn't sign on and scroll down to the message board just to tell them how bad they suck. Like,
that's right.
It's
very
I don't get
painful.
it.
Do you see people? These are men, flesh and blood. No different than you.
I don't have that problem. Nobody knows who I am in the first place. So
Ryan has his chickens, and that's where he seeks solace.
You got my chickens. You can't bring me down.
Let me tell you something about chickens. They don't judge. They don't know if you're black, white. I think they may know if you're Mexican, though. I'm not sure.
Why?
Because I got a feeling about that. Because the Mexicans eat so many chickens, I think they're scared of Mexicans. It's all that pollo gordo and pollo loco.
No, they're afraid of pigs with hatchets.
Well, that's also, too, the Mexicans, when they, the butcher shops actually have pictures of the pigs, the drawings, chasing with a hatchet.
Yeah, with
chasing
a big chef's hat on.
Big chef. Who decided the pig did the cooking in the animal kitchen? You never see the chicken cooking. It's always Mr. Pig. He's serving it up. Yeah. Well, anyway, the point is the chickens, they don't judge. You go with them, and they don't send hateful emails. They don't snipe at you. They don't talk about you behind your back. They're just there.
They just poop out an egg every day and
poop out an egg, and that egg, they're saying, that's an offering. Here, take this. Here's some sustenance. Here's some protein, high protein.
Enjoy.
That's all. You go on the internet. You get an egg. No, you get a shiv in the liver. You get an iron boot in the groin. You hear me, Drew?
And by the way, I don't mind criticism as long as it's thoughtful.
Stay off that internet.
I don't mind it. Thoughtful criticism, I'm up for it. But random, bizarre, rambling, acting out, crazy.
Internet is for porn and for fat people to seem skinny when they're talking to other people in other parts of the country. That's all.
It's so true, too.
It's not for you to look up your hateful reviews.
Dude, my friend Ryan G gained, seriously about 70 pounds or whatever, and he just sends, like a handsome photo of him when he was 18, and I'm like, dude, gee, man, I hate to break it to you, but you don't look like that anymore. Like, you gained so many more pounds.
Yeah, the internet, it's like your driver's license. You wrote 175, and there it will stay. You can become morbidly obese, but that's what it says on the license. That's what it's for, Drew.
Okay
for
that.
All right.
So do you want to finish with Joe? Endometriosis and the flying over the snowmobile handlebars.
Yeah. Got shocked, scarring from the electrocution.
That's all.
Joe?
Yeah.
As my pediatric residents used to tell me, when these kids would come in with repeated accidents or repeated accidental overdoses, he would say, random events segregate non-randomly.
Yes.
Which is
true.
It's
spread out over my whole life. Like the snowmobile was a couple years ago, and the electrocution was when I was a kid.
How is it most people get through life without any of those things happening?
No, that's untrue. Most people have a bunch of scars and stuff.
I'm not very lucky.
Okay. Now, so just to make sure everything's cool, you were never sexually abused?
No.
Or physically abused?
No.
Okay. Family's cool? You love your dad, your mom?
No, my dad's an asshole, but he never sexually abused me.
What'd he do? Just a bad guy?
He's just kind of a jerk, but he never touched us or sexually anything.
Did anybody else?
What?
Did somebody else?
No.
All right.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
4.
20? 19,
20? Wow.
Huh.
That's creepy. In its own way.
Thanks.
You use alcohol or drugs or something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I drink with my friends sometimes, but...
All right. That doesn't count.
No.
So, Joe, you want to know how to get rid of these scars, and the problem is there's no real good way to get rid of them.
Okay.
It's like surgery and lasers and stuff like that.
It's pretty expensive to deal with scars.
But by the way, if the thing on the box says $40 and it helps get rid of them, you may want to try it.
Okay.
All right?
I don't think it'll work.
I can try.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work, but I don't think guys mind a scar or two.
Some guys are into tough chicks.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting turned on by the whole scar thing.
Yeah. especially if you
I'm
work that
glad.
snowmobile story.
Tough chicks, they're pretty hot.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take it as a compliment.
All right. Listen, the other thing, too, I'm trying to think of what chicks think guys care about and what we don't care about. Let's see if we can work this out. A, we don't care about nails nearly as much as you guys care about nails.
We don't care about lingerie nearly as much as you guys worry about lingerie.
Right. We don't mind it, but look,
like it off.
either the chick's hot or she's not, and if she's hot, let's get rid of the frilly teddy and let's get down to business. And the nails thing,
Forget
you
it.
guys are painting unicorns on there and stuff. That's fat chicks. They're just trying to distract you. That's smoke and mirrors. They're trying to get you to focus on their hand, which is the only part that's not fat. That's all it is. The fatter the chick, the more time goes into the nails. Let's face it. All right, so we don't care about nails. We don't care that much about lingerie. There's a lot of things you guys waste a lot of time with. You F up your hair by screwing with it too much. All the different, the different colors and the weaves and the perms and all that. So we don't need any of that either. But things we don't care about that you think we do really care about is stuff like stretch marks. Not that big a deal. I mean, look, if a girl's covered head to toe with stretch marks, maybe that's something.
I know something they were.
But you get that little,
they worry like hell about their right this part of their thigh,
the bottom part.
That's where it all goes.
Yeah, but guys don't even know what they're talking about. They're like, what? Right?
Yeah, that's no. Yeah, I mean, look, you don't want it to look like a cobblestone road down there, but you don't care. You chicks worry too much about the stretch marks, and by the way, even scars. Some women will have a little something, a scar, and they fell off the rocking horse and whacked their eyebrow or something. It's not that big a deal. Yeah,
I think they're confident about it. I'd be psyched on it. If they're just like, I like it. That's what happened.
Yeah. Here's what you chicks need to do. You stay in shape. Put a smile on your face. Huh? That's what we like.
Show some enthusiasm.
So a little enthusiasm. Someone's eager to please.
That's it.
Yeah. And then all the crazy tats and piercings and stuff like that. It's okay, but we don't need that either. We need you thin.
What about shoes?
And good
we don't
to go.
care about shoes, really.
We don't care about shoes.
That's all they think about is shoes. We don't care.
Yeah, they act like guys care about shoes. And they're like, we're going to be impressed. Like, hey, this chick was a mess, but did you see her shoes?
We never get there.
I'm going to marry her.
But no, we never. Our eyes never get down to the shoe part.
No,
they never get there.
We don't even. Listen, your feet are just a platform to hold your boobs up. That's what I say. That's just a pedestal. I don't care what's going on with your feet. I don't care if you got bunions. I don't care if you got gorilla toes.
It's something about our biology. Our eyes won't even don't.
Not interested.
You're on to the next person.
Never get below the vagina.
And then your eyes go somewhere else if they don't like what it sees. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
To the shoes.
Yeah. We're not going, oh man, look at that big hook nose and those. She got that weird fang tooth and oh man, the saggy boobs and the beer gut. Ooh. Look at those pumps.
Products.
Oh, wow. Shoes. Well, it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. Hello. Yeah, no, we don't care. We don't care about all the crap you guys care about. I don't know who
That's the point. They care about stuff to assume that your brain works the same. It doesn't.
Oh, and then the purse. We don't care about the purse.
We probably don't care about smells as much as they do either.
No.
They care about my smells, but I don't care about theirs.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Yeah, but they're busy with the perfume.
You know another thing we don't really care about? We don't care about jewelry.
Oh,
I mean, look, just a couple little hoops in the earring, maybe a chain or something. Good enough. A ring. We don't need anything much. We don't care. We don't need big chandeliers dangling from the ears or anything.
Preferably not.
Yeah, there's sort of the less is more with the jewelry in general. Wouldn't you say?
I don't get the whole flowers thing either. Like when you're at a restaurant and there's a girl that walks by with flowers.
I know,
that's
uncomfortable.
But then you got to carry them around like.
Yeah.
The chick has to carry them around all day.
We don't have a flower section of our brain.
And talk about extortion.
I know.
That chick comes by. And by the way, what kind of restaurant owner's letting that vermin in the door, that bloodsucker, extortionist with a basket who comes around, flowers, and you're like, you gotta go like, no thanks. Yeah. It look like an a-hole. And it's tough.
Or even if you go for them, it's you go through that awkward thing. No, you don't have to. No, let me do it. No, you don't. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why? No, we don't have to. Well, that would be nice. I'd love flowers. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Here's $10 just to go away and don't come back.
Yeah. Well, by the way, who lets people? And by the way, where's our thing? Where's our dude who comes around like
TiVo?
He's
VCRs.
maybe he's peddling like Armor All or something we could use to detail our car with or something. Just
we could walk by with porn. Imagine that.
Yeah. DVD? Yeah. Taboo 3?
Yeah.
Anything? Yeah, where's our person that peddles crap? Use something. Leatherman. Ooh, nice, honey. Thank you. That'd be nice.
Knives.
All right, a knife. Yeah, a nice buck knife. Yeah, where's something for us? Even some cool sunglasses or something. Or maybe just one of those Mexican marionette puppets or something we could play with, Cool novelty stuff, like some kind of...
The finger lick.
The finger... the Russian, the Chinese finger trap thing. Or
good.
Yeah,
or caps we could, pull snaps.
Some blanks or some poppers or something. How about some amyl nitrate or something?
That one.
Yeah, for the gays.
Smoke bombs.
Yeah, something. Where's our stuff? All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. Bam and Ryan here from Viva la Bam. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on MTV. Andy Richter will be in here as well as Jack Osborne next week. And Bill Moore. Wait a minute. Jay Moore. Who's Bill Moore? Oh, Bill Moore. There's Bill Maher, and then there's a Moyer somewhere out there, too. All right, let's get back to the phones. We really got to help the kids tonight. Scott?
Yeah.
You're 22?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm just wondering. Me and my girlfriend, we've only been actually sexually active for about 8 months now. She just lost her virginity last year, and but even before that, we've been other, just besides the actual intercourse part of sex. And when she's had orgasms, it's almost been like what we've thought before was that when she'd have an orgasm, sometimes she'd be urinating. And I actually looked up on the internet with some stuff and found the one website that I looked at said that the ejaculation fluid almost can be like urine, but it's not.
And there also can be orgasmic incontinence. Women can pee during orgasm. There's both.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be either or.
Yeah, you kind of know when it's urine though.
Well, yeah, because sometimes
mother
it'll
knows.
be like that really thin, the urine almost watery fluid, and it has the similar smell. And then sometimes when she has an orgasm, will be the more thicker, the more thicker fluid that'll come out, and it's obviously not urine, So I was just
that's number 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm just picturing the pool guy who dips the thing in and then shakes the little vial and holds it up to the sun and
to see what it is.
Yeah, we're a little low on diatomaceous earth. Yeah, maybe you need a little. Maybe you should get a little sample and run it.
Here's what you do: just take vitamins, turn your urine all yellow, and then you'll know.
Oh, here's something Drew will attest to. Eat asparagus.
There you go.
Drew,
I know because of you. I know because of me.
I eat a lot of asparagus.
Adam eats a bushel of asparagus and knocks me out of the restroom when I'm in there.
I will be in the stall. Drew is a good distance away
4
in the urinal.
5 feet away, yeah.
Minding his own business, and then all of a sudden he starts bellowing.
Oh my God!
And he knows when I've converted.
My God. It's this old strong ammonia pee.
It's perfume to me.
Is there anything that
love
can be
it.
causing that?
Her situation,
one and not the other more.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's doing both. Either way,
sounds fun.
It's fine. It's all good. It's her.
Sometimes it'll be
all right. Doesn't
to describe?
Eat the asparagus. That's a definitive.
Or
and
take some
raw.
vitamins.
If you eat raw asparagus too, that'll. Forget about it. That's huge. You guys do that? You should do that. That's great.
I do it quite often.
Like for me, I'm usually I love my farts, but I'm sort of lukewarm on my urine. It's okay. I could take it or leave it. But when I eat that asparagus, I'm in love with my urine.
I don't even like the asparagus that much. I just do it to piss people off.
Oh, I'm allergic to it. I went into anaphylactic shock last time I did it, but I had to do it just because, I love the smell so much.
It's like farting in elevators.
Oh. Trevor?
Yeah, hey. How's it going, everybody?
Good.
I just want to say, first off, I read Drew's book, and it was great, man. I just think there's too many dumb people out there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trevor. God bless you. I'm starting to feel bad. I'm coming back.
Yeah. With the minute left in the show, he's coming back, everybody. Go ahead, Trevor.
Trevor?
Here's Trevor's question. All right.
There we are. There he is. Go ahead. He came back, then he left.
No, he didn't. And Drew, why do you got to save him? He hung up. That was me. That was the echo of my own voice. All right, here's Trevor's question. Drew's book sucked. No. Bam, will you do the cross-country car race again this year? Was it fun?
Actually, we were supposed to do that gumball in, what was it? It was going to Africa, but I can't remember where.
You actually never did it in the first place, right? Did you ever do the gumball?
No.
The Gumball Rally is the one that goes from, I think it goes from the East Coast and ends up at Venice Beach.
It changes every year. Last year I went from San Francisco to Miami, and then this year it goes from Paris through Spain over the Strait of Gibraltar.
I said it's a European version of this. It's very
It started over in Europe.
Yeah.
You get Maximilian Cooper from London started
Morocco or something.
Yeah, and then you end in Cannes, France.
Was a TV show associated with it?
They made a movie.
A couple movies.
Yeah, the last one is actually releasing in a couple weeks.
I think he was talking about the special on Jackass.
Yeah.
Now, but I mean, they've always had these rallies all throughout the world, but I'm trying to think of I'm going to think of the guy's name during the commercial that started out here. But it's really, people, you think it's just something that was done in the movies, but I mean, getting ambulances, and getting
Cannonball Run.
priests,
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Cannonball and Gumball. And a cross country. And what kind of car did you do it in?
My car didn't make it out there, so I just rented a Cadillac and just went a good 110 miles an hour the whole time.
Really? Did you get pulled over a few times?
Yeah, I lost my license for like 10 years, but I got it back eventually. But yeah, in the stretch of like 10 miles, I got pulled over doing 110 while cars are cruising past me doing like 190. I was pretty pissed.
Wow.
Man, there are like rich dudes that they just look forward to just flying out like a crazy like McLaren F1 or something, and then like...
Yeah. It's amazing. One of the guys actually showed up here and he was saying McLaren F1.
Yeah.
It's like a $500,000, maybe $800,000
yeah, and then they just
car.
wreck them, and then they just go out and buy like a Lamborghini at the dealership in Dallas or something.
And do it and keep going.
And keep going, yeah.
It's one of those rich guy things, Drew.
Yeesh.
You couldn't do that.
No. Even if I were a rich guy.
Too big a puss.
No.
Yeah.
Puss?
Yeah, puss. Or wuss.
Yeah.
I'm going to get technical. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Everybody. Well, there you go. That's the show. I want to thank Bam and Ryan for coming in here tonight. Viva la Bam. MTV, Sunday nights, 9 o'clock. I want to thank Junior producer Lauren for doing a great job all week. Producer Ann for doing a fantastic job. Phone screener Brian for making it all possible. And, of course, the magic fingered one, Engineer Anderson.
He's gay.
Putting his stink all over the show. I want to thank second Engineer Chris. $10 an hour. Lives at his mom's house and still has a smile on his face. A lot of man. Found out went to junior college, by the way.
One class.
Very uncomfortable. One class. Got to set the alarm because it's at 12:45. All right. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
I'm gonna keep doing this until you say hi to me. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.